New at 5:30, we end our week-long series on Kern County's third honor flight.
17's Michelle Murcia traveled with a group of World War II and Korean War veterans to D.C. She shared the stories of what this trip has meant to them. Tonight, she has the stories of the men and women who helped make this journey possible, the Guardians. Rochelle.
Well, Jim, the Guardians volunteer their time. They are paired with a veteran and make sure that they are taken care of throughout the trip. And they have to pay their own way to do it, $1,200. But they tell me no amount of money would be too much for this experience.
Okay, one more.
Tim Barnes,
I've taken over 200 pictures,
isn't working on his senior class project.
Wow.
The 18-year-old is one of dozens of Redcoat Guardians choosing to spend his weekend with our honor flight veterans.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to cry now.
A touching trip that was first suggested by Tim's dad, Steve.
I told him, this is what they do. Would you be interested in going? And he just jumped at it. He said, yeah, I'd love to.
Each Guardian is assigned to one veteran, making sure they get what they need. And they have to keep track of a wheelchair and their veteran at all times.
Okay, somebody's veteran is wandering.
Tim was assigned to Joseph Taze, the only Pearl Harbor survivor on this honor flight.
Luckily, I was able to come onto this one and got a Pearl Harbor survivor. Very happy. And a ladies' man, I guess.
For 3 days, Guardians are the driving force behind our former guys and gals of glory, powering them through D.C., capturing moments,
Everybody needs to look to right here.
and pausing so these men and women get the thank yous they have coming. And that, the Guardians tell me, is just one of the perks.
Oh, I'll never forget this weekend. This is a dream come true. It was worth my $1,200.
Every moment, every memorial, even talking on the bus is such a lot. You know, you learn something more about the gentleman that served our country, and if it doesn't change your life, then I think you need to reevaluate really, why you came here.
While there are ceremonies, statues, and memorials, the source of history the Guardians end up standing in awe of is right by their side. Stories, maybe never heard, are shared. And moments that we know mean so much to our veterans end up becoming just as moving to the person standing next to them.
Just seeing him come see D.C., see what he wasn't able to, and hear his stories. It kills me inside. I'm just really happy that I was able to experience this with him.
I knew my son would get a lot out of this. He's a little emotional like me, he cares a lot, and just watching him working with his veteran has just meant so much. I mean, it just tears at your heart.
A weekend in D.C. dedicated to our heroes who are unknowingly still changing the worlds of the people they meet.
They told me over and over that it was going to change my life. It's done more than that.
Tim and all of the Guardians I spoke with say they are going to keep in touch with their veterans. And there is a waiting list for those who wish to become a Guardian, but you can get on that list by contacting the honor flight organizers, and their number is 544-8387 or 544-VETS, and that next honor flight is set to leave this Friday for D.C. I'm Rochelle Murcia, 17 News.